Zonke. Zonke.
Okay, hi guys, it's time for the State of the Empire to begin, and as always, a relaxed and totally organized start as Doubt came 10 to fucking 8 and told me that he needs to go shower. Okay, so that's what actually happened. I'm sorry we are a bit late, but the most important thing is that we have everyone here at the moment. And we're gonna check the sounds now because we were a little busy at the start. So here we have our first guest on the bottom left side. It's who else than Jordan himself. Say hi.
Hey guys.
And then on the top right we have none other than one of the AOC legends, Doubt Darko himself.
Yeah.
Doubt hasn't really tested his English or his microphone yet, so let me guys know that if the volume is too low or too high for anyone in the stream. And then our first question comes from Zeroempires, who's hosting the YouTube channel called Zeroempires, and he's on the bottom right. Say hi.
Hello.
Okay, so we have everyone here. That's great. I'm gonna just check if the volumes are okay. Yeah, okay. So everything seems to be in order. So, basically, I get an echo. Does someone of you have the stream on?
I don't have.
Okay, if you have it open, just close it or mute it or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what the State of the Empire is about, it's a talk show and it's about everything Age of Empires related. There are basically no borders in this show. It's about everything that we want to talk. It's about the past events in Age of Empires in the past week or 2 past weeks, and it's supposed to be a weekly show which is organized every week if something is actually happening in the Age of Empires community, and lately we had a lot of things happening, so we're gonna have a really nice show now and next week and in the future, I think. Okay, so guys, what do you think? Do we need this kind of show or what?
Yeah, I think it's yeah. I think it's really great that you do this, and I'm pretty sure that the community becomes much bigger and increases with this. And yeah, I'm pretty happy that you introduced this.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Jordan really. I think it's a great idea, and it'd be good to see a lot of new people in the community sort of watching the streams and getting involved a bit more.
Okay. And what about Doubt?
What about True? True is fake.
Okay.
I'm not... Not true.
Sorry? Your microphone is a bit low, I think. If you can turn the microphone volume up, that would be great. Yes, we hear you. It's just a bit low. So if you can adjust the microphone, that would be great. But while you're adjusting it, we could actually move forward in the subjects, and in the future we're gonna have like guests and then regulars in the show. Oh my god. Why did you do this? Okay, just one moment.
What is up?
Yeah, nothing, just technical problems.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so I think this kind of show can be used for many things, and it's not supposed to be like a, you know, selfish thing or, for example, AOZ zone thing. It's probably we're gonna use the show like as a forum for free speech, and basically if there are some pressing matters, we're gonna discuss them here without any censor or anything like that. So basically people can come here and they can ask their questions, and if they have doubts or if they aren't satisfied in something or if they are extremely satisfied with something, they can just come here and discuss about those matters. But as we have two Tyrant clan members here, our first real subject will be about the Tyrant clan, and I would like Jordan and Doubt be active on this matter. And what happened with the Tyrant clan after World Clan League 7 ended? Obviously you guys won it in a great fashion. You had a great team, and what has happened after World Clan League 7?
That was kind of funny because I was playing for RVK with Dog, Viper and Riot, and yeah, we practiced really hard to win this tournament. But at the end of the day, we failed against Dowd, Grunt, Hayland, and Kakap. And yeah, they proved that they are the best. And after it, there were rumors that the sponsor was thinking about a new team. And yeah, I had some communication with Kakap, and I tried to speak with him, and that I know what is up in the clan, and if the sponsor wants to have new team members or want to maintain the old one.
Okay, I see. Okay, Doubt, do you have anything to say about that?
Okay, do you hear me at all?
Yeah, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect. It's very good now.
Ah, good. Okay, I need a couple of minutes. Wait. What are you
He's so nervous, man. Okay, we're gonna loosen it up a bit when the time passed, so maybe we're gonna get some more comments from Doubt also.
No problem. We have two members.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I can just continue if you want.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually really interested to hear about the process that you went through, because what I know is that Doubt was basically the captain who was left on the bottom, and then you formed a new team that with people that you already know that they're good and upcoming, or they're good already, and you kind of built the team based on the chemistry between you guys, right?
Can you repeat the last sentence? I didn't
I meant
understand.
that I said that the team was built on chemistry, that you guys already know each other from the past and you really like each other's in a
Yeah, of course.
non-homo way. No.
That was really important. And well, to go a big back, Cup was the team captain of Tyrant, exactly.
Yeah.
And he didn't enjoy Age of Empires anymore that much after the tournament, and so did Grant and Helen.
Yeah.
And so they were already sure that they want to leave Age of Empires. And that's the reason why the sponsor wanted to form a new team. And Kakap, as the old captain, had the responsibility to form a new team. And he thought the best addition for the clan is Viper and me. And so he negotiated with the sponsor and tried to get Viper and me into this clan.
Ah, okay, so it was actually Cap's idea to get you two guys there.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
really much thanks to Kakap. He brought us into this clan, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And Dowd has always been in it, and it was out of question that he will stay in Tyrant.
Yeah, I see. Dowd, do you have any comments about the times after VCL7?
Well, after the VCL was over, we were invited in Dubai, you know.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to discuss about it? That's actually a pretty nice story.
It's a lot to talk about it, but it was best experience in my life, yeah. And must thank again our sponsor. It was really great.
Okay. Actually, how many days did you spend in the Dubai with the sponsor?
10 days.
10 days. Guys.
Yeah, they told us everything about Dubai and can't express it.
Yeah.
She wanted to stay alone, but it was really, 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 really nice.
Okay.
Once in a lifetime experience.
Okay. Did you play any games there, or was it just traveling and being a guest?
Every night we were online and played some games. Some online, some on Google.
Okay. I'm pretty sure someone might have questions about that.
Yeah, there was one recorded game, right, in Age of Empires Zone. I guess they played on nicks like XXX in Dubai. I'm pretty sure that there was one recorded game posted on AOC Zone.
Yeah,
That's the link. Yeah, exactly. I guess they played against Frodo, Alive, and Chris, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. They won.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel about the sponsor? How was he? Was he a nice guy? And
He's very, very nice guy, very generous, and he really wanted us to feel welcome there, and he did everything to make our stay there perfect.
Okay.
And it was perfect.
Okay. Because for me, he seems to a very, very nice guy, very modest guy,
Yeah.
and he respects everyone, and he is actually a really good thing to happen to Age of Empires, because he's actually one of those guys who supports what he loves and what he likes.
Yeah,
So,
he really enjoys Age of Empires, yeah.
yeah, so we are actually pretty lucky to have him on our community at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that everyone want to keep it that way, and
Let's
I'm
go.
sure, and I'm sure that he will actually help us to make this community better, and we will all be part of this big project to bring our AOC to the new level. Even we say about esports, but that will be discussed later. So, okay, actually we should perhaps move on a bit, and I would like to discuss about Tyrant's rivalry, because you have many good players. Everyone's top of the world at the moment. So, is there any competition between you guys? Like, obviously, Doubt wants to be the number one, but then there's upcoming guy called Jordan, who might want to take the throne away from Doubt. And arguably from Chris too. So, is there any competition in your clan?
Well, I don't really.
You know,
Okay, yeah. You can talk that.
okay, well, maybe there is small competition because there's $5,000 in our games, but still,
Yeah.
we are there to win next team tournament. That's more important for us.
Okay, so you actually value team games over one versus one at the moment.
What did you say?
I was just saying that so you value team games now over one versus one. So
Yeah,
okay,
of course, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty surprising to hear because you have been always so competitive person in one versus one. So the team must actually mean a lot to you at the moment.
Yeah, it's a very nice team and new generation.
Ah, okay, okay.
I can't keep up with them anymore. Can't practice that much.
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel every day.
Just excuses. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I want to add something also. I don't really feel any competition between Kakap, Dowd and Viper. We are just playing for fun. And we practice very much, hopefully in the next weeks and months. And yeah, of course the upcoming 1-against-1 will be very competitive. It will be a big match, and I really hope that we will both give good games and that the community enjoys the games. But the main aspect is really the Land Noman tournament, and we want to perform well there, and we hope that we can do very good there.
Okay, so I take it your team is gonna come to the Land Nomad tournament, the Tribal Wars 2012, and take it all, huh? Okay.
That's the plan.
Okay. Actually, at this point, I would like to talk about now that we are discussing about the rivalry. So we might actually move on to the real question of last week's, which is the best of 21 between you and Jordan. Dowd and Jordan. And if someone doesn't know, Tyrant's sponsor has put up a $5,000 prize pool for Dowd against Jordan best of 21 show match. And the best part for me is actually that the winner takes everything and loser takes nothing. And actually, the sponsor also said that the loser will be expelled from Team Tyrants. But I guess that's kind of a joke. But
yeah, I hope so. That would be really rough.
yeah.
It's a joke, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun with you.
Yeah, but actually, what everyone doesn't know is that the show match started so that Dowd and Jordan agreed to play the best of 21 between each others without any money at that point, right? That's how it started.
Yeah. We just wanted to make good show for the community. But then sponsor saw it and he liked it and he brings some more competition by putting money in the games.
Yeah, that's true. And that was because his own words, because he liked it. He liked what he saw. He liked that the top players are really putting the competition up and bringing new stuff to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was great because I achieved the number 1 and I knew that Dowd would ask me for playing him for the top place. And we had 2 options. Either we do it randomly and just play it rated, or we could announce something and so the community knows that we will play it. And it was Dowd's idea to post it in AOC zone so the community knows that we will do this matchup. And it was actually a great idea because everyone hyped and everyone looked forward to it. And yeah, it's really great to see the community alive. We reached 15 pages in one topic, I guess, and it's really much. And it shows that the community is really alive. They enjoy this game, And yeah, we are just looking forward to play this matchup. I hope we can do it. We can start it next week. And yeah, we definitely keep you guys updated.
Yeah, I think every one of us still remembers the best of. I already forgot. Was it 21 against?
21, yeah.
But I mean between Dowd and Chris in the past. Yeah, that was.
It was clear to reveal that.
Yeah, okay. That was basically the first really big show match between guys, and that was actually Chris and Dowd putting their own money at stake. But and actually, I'm not sure if you were going to put your own money this time before the sponsor put it $5,000.
I would. I know.
Okay, he's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna take him out.
It takes more competition, more reason to practice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
That's
means much more than.
Okay.
Like this, I don't really feel like I need to practice much harder. Yes, would be fun, but not at top level, not best level.
Okay.
Yes.
So, do you mean that now that there's money at stake, you're gonna be at your best when the show match?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to maintain your top level if you miss motivation. And of course, if there is money involved, you will gain the motivation and try the best you can. And this is why so many top players want to have money tournaments, because it just helps you to motivate yourself and to play much and practice much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask a question here, actually. Obviously, there's a lot of money now with these new tournaments, and obviously the best of 21 between you. Obviously, that benefits the top players quite a lot. Do you actually think that that's going to help the community as a whole?
Yeah, I think so, because the people will realize that this game is still alive. It is becoming more and more popular. And who knows, maybe there are new players who are very interested in it again and see that it's very competitive. And thus, I guess, it will really help the community to grow. And yeah.
It will be big. It will give more motivation for new players to become experts and try to get some of that money.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. Actually, in this particular match, there's kind of a new setup that has never been seen before. At least I don't remember. Dowd is like an extremely old school guy. He has been around since AOK. And then there's Jordan, who was like 2100 during the Masters of Hans tournament, right? If I remember correct. Yeah, you were like 2100. I was still teaching you how to build villagers.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dreams.
Yeah, okay. So you have evolved tremendously in the last few years, and actually you could be called like new school player, something that has just came out, and you have been this rising star for only a short while, and then you have this legend and monster Dowd as your opponent. How do you feel about that now?
Yeah, it's a combination of many feelings. I respect him a lot. As I remember, as I started Age of Empires, it was like, I don't know, 2003. And yeah, I tried to improve. I started to playing random maps, and I checked the best players, and there was Dowd. And I watched his recorded games. I always tried to learn from him. And yeah, it's a weird feeling to play against him now for the top spot. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have always respected him as a player and as a human. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, do you feel pressure?
Yeah, kind of. There is money involved. I think about it, but yeah, I will see how I will do it. There is a bit pressure, of course, but I think I can keep it in the green level.
Jordan, if you actually win this and do take the top spot, where do you think you're going to go from there?
Yeah, I will definitely try to maintain this level. I will try to learn from the games against Stout. I will definitely make mistakes there and try to improve them and avoid them next games. And I see it as an opportunity to become better. And yeah,
Yeah.
we will see what happens.
Do you think as well that with new generations of players coming up, do you think that the quality of the play is getting better every year?
Yeah, I think so. There are some players to name, Viper, Feech, Dog, and Dryad, for example. These guys are from the new generation and they are just playing great. And I don't really have the feeling that they are missing anything compared to the old legends. But of course I can't judge this very good because I don't know these old legends really well. But yeah, I think they are doing very great, and yeah, I play very much against them, and yeah, they take many games of me, and yeah, I can't really say that they are lacking anything of skill or whatever.
Cool. Good stuff.
Okay.
Sorry guys,
Yeah.
I'm a bit disturbed now. I have something to look for in my messenger.
Okay.
I would like just to ask fast about from Doubt that how do you feel about this matchup and the settlement of him being new school and you being old school? Are you just like sure that there's no doubt in your mind that you're gonna win it and he's gonna be the challenger, or is it the other way around?
Well, I do think I will win, but I'm really surprised how fast those new generation players improve. It took me ages to get to that point, and they only do it for a couple of years. I played for 10 years to get this level, and they're around that level already. But I see some Jordan mistakes. He got better build orders than me, better routine, but he missed some strategy points, which I will maybe tell him when we play in team, but now we are competition,
Okay.
to be perfectly honest. Yeah, now I will keep it for myself.
Yeah, no problem.
But him and Viper are really, really hard to beat now. Their micro and macro is really, really good.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how good their, especially their macro is, because they haven't really gone over the micro part at any levels, but their macro is kind of different than I have used to see. Especially Jordan he uses this widespread style. He spreads his town centers and his economy to a bigger area. And I think that's something that I might have actually told you earlier, but I have never actually been able to do it in practice myself. I haven't really been able to spread my economy as I want. But okay, that's just a real game details.
It's
Yeah.
really, yeah, it's really important, I think, because if you build your town centers close to each other, the resources will, how do I say it? They are over soon, and yeah, the villagers have to walk far again to gather some resources, and this is the reason why I built the town centers far away from each other. I gave map control. I like to have the map control, and I have a certain style to check the mind map all the time, and this helps me to improve this.
Okay, do you guys want to discuss more about that, or?
I don't know. What else can I add? Do you have anything in your mind, Dreams?
Not exactly, unless Doubts wants to say something.
Okay.
I didn't understand half of it, to be honest.
Okay, no worries, mate.
Here, I'm not alone here.
Okay.
It's really hard to follow.
Okay, I have a next question that's kind of
Sorry.
tricky for both of you. How are you gonna practice to play against each others? Because you're in the same team, you usually practice together, and now that you're rivals, and there's really not that high-level guys out there anymore. For example, there are Chris, Ryut, Dokao, and to name a few guys. So how are you gonna practice for this match?
Well, with those guys you just said, Viper and Chris are most active. If Cap comes online, that will be great, but I don't think he have time right now.
Ah, your secret weapon, Cab.
Cap
Okay.
helped me so much this year.
Okay.
Yeah, he Kakap refused to train with Dowd because he said it would be unfair. So
Right.
yeah, but to get back to your question, there aren't many top players available. That's true. There are some Dogao, Chris, and Viper. We will play with them, and yeah, we try to get in shape. And yeah, it's a bit stupid that we have to play against each other because Dowd and me train very often. And yeah, we just can practice together now because yeah, we have to play this big matchup and wouldn't be really clever to play against each other before the big games.
Okay. Just a moment. I'm kind of organizing a few things here, as you can see.
What? Can you repeat it? I didn't understand.
Never mind. I'm just.
Okay, you just talked something I don't have to know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ruining everything here, but never mind.
Okay, expected.
I think a question that a lot of people are interested in, how many games a day do you play to practice?
Well, right now I'm not that active as I was, and then I had the vacations. I'm pretty busy right now with the university, but I try to get like 8 to 12 games a day to keep myself in shape and yeah, to practice. I also got a new mouse, and yeah, it feels better and better, and I'm pretty sure that until the matches against Dowd I will be 100% used to it, and yeah, that's the main aspect for me.
Do you think also, like either of you, do you think that the equipment that you've got helps you to play a lot better? For instance, you just said you've got a new mouse. Does that really help you that much?
Well, I think in Age of Empires it's not as important as in StarCraft. For example, the keyboard, it doesn't really matter. You can have a good one or a bad one. I think you don't really notice it that much. But the mouse definitely is very important. And yeah, the reason why I changed my mouse is because the old one was bugged. I just clicked it once and it's adapted a double click, and yeah, it's after 10 games I got crazy. I just wanted to throw the mouse away, and what the fuck is it doing, right? So I just thought I would buy a new one. Yeah. So it's the main reason why I changed the mouse.
Oh. So does Dreams have anything else to move on to? Or are we still talking about...
Okay, what were you talking about? Because Buga made me this great new layout, as you can see.
Excellent. Oh yeah.
What were you
going
talking
back-
about?
About
Just-
equipment.
Equipment,
sorry.
yeah. I can relate to any problems with the equipment at the moment, because I have new keyboard, I have a new mouse, and then I haven't used widescreen pads before, so it's so painful to try to micro everything and just move my mouse. I can relate.
Yeah. I believe
talking
you.
about
Yeah.
widescreen, actually, obviously with decision planned for the future, but do you think the Age of Empires, the Forgotten Empires, is going to make a big difference to the way that you guys play?
Can you repeat it, the last sentence again?
Do you think that the Forgotten Empires, the expansion, is going to make a difference to how you play?
Oh yeah, I think so, because the game play will change, and therefore we have to adapt to all these new eras and new features. But I guess the change will not be that big, so we will get used to it very fast, I guess. And yeah, for myself, I don't use the widescreen patch. I don't need it. My monitor isn't that big, but it's okay. But yeah, we will see. Maybe I will buy a new one.
So will Doubt be using the widescreen for the best of 21?
I already have a big white, you can see my phone if you like. But I don't use widescreen bench at all. It's not very
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, Jesus, your villagers must be like fist size on the screen. They're
Yeah,
like
but
building some houses there, and you're like, okay,
I think
never mind.
settings are the best which you're used to, but it's not about quality of it. Every mouse is good if you're used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Okay, now that we have kind of gone through the best of 21 and this all set and everything related, I would like to ask about the streaming of best of 21. If it can be done without lag or of any kind and with a delay, because I've now and many other streamers have a possibility to delay the stream. Would you guys do it? Would you let the event be streamed with a small delay?
Right, Jordan, we can have no delay. I am pretty...
Sorry, we didn't hear the rest of it. It kind of cut you through.
It's not important for me, our games, me against Jordan, if it's delay or not, because I'm sure he won't cheat. He will play fair.
Okay, I gotta get a
He won't
thumbs
take
up
any
for that.
points without it. He won't listen stream or whatever. I'm sure he will play fair.
You can trust each other.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, that's just great to hear. Really, having that trust, even there's money involved, and you're actually both one of those guys who you can actually trust in the community. So I think there won't be any problem with that. How about the? Actually, I'm gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said the stream is fine. If it's there or not, Windows stream is not problem. I can maybe here put the webcam behind me if you guys want to watch it like that.
Okay, sounds great. I'm gonna talk about the streaming thing later when we're gonna talk about AOC as esports. So we're gonna go more in depth in the streaming thing later on. Let's talk some about the LN tournament, Land Nomad tournament called the Tribal Wars 2012, which obviously is hosted at the AOC zone at the moment, and the sponsor has put up $15,000 prize pool in the tournament. So, what are your thoughts about the tournament, and especially it being a Land Nomad tournament and not like a World Clan League format? What do you think about it and the forum reactions where people were like, "Oh my God, it's Land Nomad, it's bad, dude, come on, why do you host Land Nomad tournament when you could host Arabia tournament or full random tournament?" What do you guys think about that?
Well, go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, I talk. Okay. Well, there are many things. First of all, I don't understand why so many people flame and criticize everyone without giving proper critic, and I just don't understand it. We have to face the facts. This game is very old, and there is a guy who gives so much money for this game. It's just unbelievable. And still you find guys who are keep flaming, and it's sad. It's really sad. I think we have to change this. We have to appreciate what the sponsor is doing for us, and we have to get this into our heads, I think, and then we can try out new things. Because the main thing is the community. We have to establish a community who loves each other and who don't fight each other all the time. For example, Dreams, in my opinion, you have done such a great job moderating the tournaments like Buga, Prophet, and who else was there in WCL?
The Prophet especially.
Yeah, I mentioned him already. And
of course, Carl was there in the beginning of the tournament, but he had to go traveling to Europe. So he was one of those guys who really put the tournament rolling, so to speak.
Yeah, and let's face the facts. You guys do it for free. and
Yeah.
you invest so much time into this. And instead of people helping you, they just keep criticizing. And if you really do a mistake, they are sad and they flame you and whatever. And this is something I don't really understand. If you flame or if you have something to say, you can try to make it better or just help. And no one is doing this. Only some people are really helping. And I want to thank all who are helping this community. You're doing a great job. And this is actually what we need. And the sponsor is also really happy to have these people here and who are really there to help the community and host tournaments.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember as well that there's so many different areas of Age of Empires. There's not just Land Nomad. There's, as you said, there's Arabia 1v1, there's full random, there's deathmatch, there's even custom scenario. And just because there's this one tournament that's being hosted now doesn't mean that it's going to be the only one in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It all depends on how this this tournament will evolve, and it was really exciting for me to hear that he was planning to host a Land Nomad tournament because everyone is really used to play Arabia or full random, as the sets were in WCL. And yeah, it's a big change, I would say, and yeah, I'm really excited to adapt to these new sets, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I could actually talk so much about this subject, and those who have read AOC Zone, they know my opinion in this matter. I have written several emotional posts about people helping the community and them being not so appreciated as, for example, top players. Okay, I understand why top players are the number one, because they are the number one. Without them, there wouldn't be as much as entertainment as now, and our work would also be useless. But you gotta remember that the guys who make it possible are those, like for example AOC Zone staff or Woobly staff or Game Ranger staff. They're actually making it possible and keeping the game alive. There are so many stories behind the scenes and so many difficulties, and I can't talk about them because they would hurt the community more than actually help, so I can't really discuss about it. But for example, Woobly has gone through so many hard times, especially financially, and it's kind of sickening to watch people criticizing Woobly about using the income from ad revenue to give it to one of the developers who actually made the whole Woobly, and it has been coding it for like 2 years, when he could actually be making like 100k in his real work without doing any work at Woobly at all. So we have this culture of complaining instead of making constructive criticism. That is, and complaining is something that we can't use for anything. It's just it brings just bad spirit for everyone. But when we have a constructive criticism, like you say, for example, that I think that Land Nomad as a map is not good because, and then you list the reasons, instead of just saying that okay, moderator sucks, the sponsor sucks, and so on. And of course, not appreciating what you already have is a big problem. I won't say anything. I won't say more because I have so much to say about this. So
I think as well, not everyone has all the answers. So everyone's got a different opinion, and it's really about just having a discussion and working out what's the best way to go from there.
Yeah, exactly. It's really no problem if you show your or provide your opinion, even if it's totally against the tournament. But you just can't say it sucks. You have to state some arguments why you think so, and then we can discuss about it, and then we can improve all this. But if you say it sucks, it doesn't really help anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I have been discussing, for example, Doubt for example. I was discussing about something else with him, and then the discussion turned into the same issue, and Dowd was like, okay, I could help, I want to help, but I don't know anything about computers. So he's like, that was him, the big question there, that okay, he can't do anything with computers. But then I discussed with him, and he was like, or I was saying him like, okay, well, you could come to public and tell your own opinion about this matter, and that would already make a huge impact to everyone in the community, because they would realize like, oh, actually there's this top guy who thinks just like this, not just the moderators who do the tournament, but there's actually some top level guy who thinks like that. Okay, Jordan has been saying it for a few years already, but it's really a huge deal that Dowd comes now here and tells people that what he really thinks.
I think you guys give too much, care too much about people opinion like that. That say this sucks, this is bad. Everyone have different opinion. You can see it map rules for me and Jordan games. There are so many maps. Every player there want different settings.
Yeah.
It's a completely different settings. Some want only feudal, some want no walls, some want only hands, some want no hands. So you can't do best for all.
Yeah.
You can just do what you think is right. You think is best.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's something that actually people in the community should understand and accept, that it's not possible always to please everyone. So
Yeah.
okay, so that was kind of a hard subject to talk about, kind of, because it's a serious issue. And for example, but now that I said that there's guys supporting like Dowd and Jordan now, but actually Chris Elkland Chris was posting in the forum, and he said that he doesn't like the fact that this $5,000 goes to only Dowd and Jordan, because they're gonna fight between each others, and there's $5,000 up for takes. So I'm sure that I understand why he said that, and I kind of I fully understand why he said that. But what do you guys think about that?
No. I think Chris doesn't really hear right to say that, knowing he had same sponsor some time ago, but I wouldn't really go talk about that.
Okay,
It's-
okay, that's totally acceptable.
Yeah, I just
But yeah, of course, yeah, maybe it's unfair to other experts, but sponsor is here. He wants to create entertaining games and have fun with Age of Empires. We should respect his wishes.
Yeah.
well,
Jordan?
I can understand his reaction. Yeah, I can understand it, but it's the money of the sponsor, and he decides what he wants, and I think we all have to respect this. And yeah, that's my opinion to this matter.
Okay, I understand. And actually, my own opinion is like it's not taken away from me. Nobody's taking nothing away from me. You know, that $5,000 doesn't belong to me, and if it goes to someone else, and meanwhile I can watch great record games from it, then
Yeah, exactly.
then I don't lose nothing. I don't lose anything.
Yeah. In the end of the day, it's the community who gains something from it. It's the many recorded games, and people want these games. I remember the day I aimed for the #1 and I achieved it. So many people wrote me a message on Woobly and asked me for playing 1-against-1 against Dowd. And you can see that the people just want to watch the recorded games, and now it's finally possible. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that many people appreciate it.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Zeroempires, do you have anything to say?
About that, well, really it's up to the sponsor what he decides to sponsor, and I think the way Age of Empires is growing at the moment, it wouldn't surprise me if more sponsors decided to get involved. There are people out there who see it now on a regular basis, especially with the streams, and hopefully it attracts some more attention.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. And I mentioned Chris just because he's the highest profile guy who have been saying that it's unfair. So uh, no disrespect to Chris on this matter. I just mentioned him as an example.
Yeah. I mean, there's other people as well. Of course, the Viper could have equally been in this situation. And really, it's just, I don't think anyone's missing out because there's going to be opportunities in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And especially if a sponsor sees that Chris is, for example, doing a best of 21 against Viper, and he might be as well equally excited as he's about this show match.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's a good idea also because many expert players will get motivated and think that they can do something about it, and so they are motivated. They try their best, and maybe they think they can achieve something also, and maybe have the opportunity to play such matches also. So it's a great opportunity for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just those games. Me and Jordan will now practice hard, and many records will come before our match.
Yeah, that's true. So it's kind of...
Practice with Cab, with Viper, all games will be posted, recorded. It's not just those me and against Jordan.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are most
true.
important, but they are long preparation before those games.
Yeah, and it kind of adds up. It's not just just like you said. It's not just the best of 21 because the games add up because people gonna practice, and for example the Land Nomad tournament, there are gonna be many great games, team games, because people practice their teamwork. Not just in Land Nomad. There are gonna be Arabia games. There are gonna be full random games and everything. So. In overall, we all kind of agree that it's a very good thing to have these tournaments. Okay.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. We have only few subjects left. Actually, 2 subjects. I wanna talk about Age of Empires as esports. How does that sentence sound to you? AOC as esports.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's a big step forward. I think we can do it, but it will be really tough. I'm not sure. I think the most important thing is speed. If you as player play this game, you feel like it's fast. You have to do many things. You have to think much, and you're always busy. But the players who are watching the stream or cooping, for example, if any one of you cooped or someone knows what I'm talking about, it just feels slow. And as a viewer, you just have the feeling that this game isn't really hard. You think it's just some clicks and yeah, that's it. But if you play it, you recognize that it's really hard. And the speed is a main aspect, I think.
Thing is, I don't think that Age of Empires is ever going to take the same format as other esports. You know, you've got StarCraft as a massive esport right now, and I don't think Age of Empires could ever become something like that purely because it's a lot more complex and it's played in a different way. But as you say about speed, there's a lot of opposition to actually speeding the game up because it makes Age of Empires something that it isn't. However, when you're watching, I totally agree. After a while, it could be like, well, it's dragging on for so long now, and it's totally different to when you're actually playing it.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be esport, but I think Age of Empires will last forever. It will never really die.
Yeah, actually, I have kind of realistic approach to this matter myself. I tend to think that we can actually grow so much as a game and community at this point. Now that we have found streaming that it's possible, and we're gonna have this expansion called Forgotten Empires, and we have we have 2 gaming clients that are running,
Yeah.
and there's just so much happening at the moment. And if we're gonna start reaching like big stream viewer account amounts, that means like over 300 people watches a stream. Because that's gonna mean few things. That's gonna mean that Age of Empires is gonna get some publicity in big servers like Twitch TV or owned TV. They're gonna be in the first pages, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, I remember this game. This is the great game that I have," because thousands of people have Age of Empires in their lockers, in their desktops. But
it sold so many copies. I think worldwide the series sold about 10 million. So many people know about it. It's just reminding them that it's still here.
Yeah, exactly. And when they see the streams, they're gonna get interested again, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, this game is still alive? I didn't actually know that." Because, for example, Zone.com, it died like 5 or 6 years ago. I don't even remember when Zone stopped. So people after that, people haven't really known that where they should go to play Age of Empires. So I think if we can grow from this point to that point, then we can just grow so much larger. I don't think that we're gonna be esports, but I think we can make the community so that it lasts forever. Just like Dowd said, I tend to agree what he said.
Yeah. And also something to add here, I remember like 1.5 months ago, Viper was streaming his games and the peak amount was around 75. And now I don't know, we have like 180 viewers just watching the stream, and this is a big improvement. And I think we can do much more if we keep active and do shows like this. I think we have a good future.
Yeah, I was streaming today, and it was just like regular streaming, playing rated games, and I'm like a total newbie at the moment. I'm like 1900 rating, and there was still 135 guys watching it. And
it's great.
And my layouts and everything, they're just I'm just experimenting still. I don't have anything solid yet. Like I don't have a format yet. But when I have a format, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have a lot more viewers than now. I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna get more follows, and this way I'm gonna start getting like over 200 viewers constantly.
Yeah.
But that's,
I think one of
go on.
I was gonna say one of the important things is keeping content regular, because if you keep bringing some or doing something at least once a day, then people learn to realize it's there, and they'll keep coming back to see more.
Yeah, exactly. It's just important to be active and show the community and the people that it's really popular and that people are really playing this game daily.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
But I think that this will actually need... I just thought about it today, and I think that we're gonna need a lot of cooperation with, for example, Woobly and AOC Zone, and then if we can actually get Game Park to work with AOC Zone, that would be a huge step, because there are a lot of players at Game Ranger who don't know anything about AOC Zone or stuff that happens at Woobly. So we really need to start branching out to Game Ranger side, because they still think that AOC Zone is some kind of Woobly's mechanical machine who just advertises Woobly, but we have actually always been pro Game Ranger too. So
well, that's the thing. It's because Woobly has more interaction, doesn't it, with AOC Zone? If Game Ranger actually took the time to try and integrate it and get themselves known on AOC Zone, then it would be completely different.
Yeah, that's true. And we actually we had earlier, when I was watching, we had almost 300 viewers for this broadcast. And I remember Chris again, Dowd, we had like 200 viewers. I'm not actually sure about that, but it was something like 200. So obviously many other people have picked up. But, sorry, do you remember?
No, I just said it's growing constantly.
Yeah. It's
getting
just
bigger.
yeah, it's just incredible. Just because uh, we are hosting this at 18 GMT, which means that not all there are some people some time zones where this time is not ideal at all. So it's actually pretty great that we have already 300 viewers.
Yeah.
I hope that people realize that and support all streams. There are great streams around that are just starting, and you guys need to motivate them, like you, for example, motivate me to stream. In 2 weeks, I have got like 100 followers. That's just amazing. So you guys need to support every stream that you like.
There are a lot of streams out there as well. I know Pike does one, Itachi just started doing one, there's The-Aged, Viper even streams, so there's a lot to see, and there's always a stream available usually.
Yeah, and I think that we might be seeing a stream from Doubt or Jordan soon.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I will try to arrange it.
There you have it, guys. Doubt is gonna start streaming soon, and Jordan too, right?
Yeah, I think I can set everything up, and yeah, I will do it.
Okay, that's great. And remember, guys, you can always ask help from me and the other very good streamers that know the technical sides, like Ares and Viper, and I think Wack knows also, and Feeds, of course. Feeds is very capable in streaming, so you should go to ask those guys and go to the AOC Zone streaming section for help. Does anyone have something to say about this matter?
Well, about streaming, I think it's great for bringing people to the community, but also bringing back to what you said earlier. I think it's important to get the service right. You know, there's a lot that Voobly needs to do to improve, and there's a lot that Game Ranger needs to do to improve as well. It's all right getting lots of people in, but you've got to get them to stay. So I think streaming is going to help with that.
Yeah. The chat is actually going crazy right now about Doubt and Jordan streaming. They're like big hearts to everyone.
That's really good news. Really good news.
Yeah, but what we need at least 300 viewers average, or 100,000 viewers a month to get a contract with Twitch TV or own TV. So that basically requires everyone to watch the streams, and that's only possible if we can get the Woobly and Game Ranger work with AOC Zone and really start advertising the streams. That is the only way. There's no other way. And I would like to point out that the streams need to be entertaining, otherwise nobody's gonna watch them. Make commentary, comment what you're doing in the games, that's important. That's also one way to make the Dark Age interesting. That's what I do myself.
Well, I always struggle in Dark Age with fighting the boar, so...
I know! It's so hard, man! It's so hard!
It always does the thing I don't want it to do, so...
Yeah.
It's really tough, yeah.
Yeah. People get these reactions from me at the webcam when I'm like playing normally, and then I notice that the boar villager is running a zigzag around the map. Like I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Come on. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the funniest thing I've seen was like I don't know, it was 4 days ago against Doubt and Chris with Viper, and Doubt was trying to steal my boar, and it was the Mongol and Korea game. And Doubt was trying to steal the boar, and I was blocking the boar, and it was unbelievable. Doubt's scout was like 5 tiles away from the boar. If I lure the boar, it runs back if I'm 3 tiles away from it. And I don't know, it just loved Doubt's scout, and it didn't run back. And I really got frustrated. It was really hard.
Yeah, I know. Deer and boar AI are impossible to predict.
Yeah, it's out. But even Doubt was laughing, and he didn't understand why it doesn't go back. Yeah, it was really frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on to the final subject, and those are basically the questions from users that I have got. So I'm gonna have a few questions here. First of all, to Doubt. Doubt, would you sit down with Chris and have a beer with Chris and discuss about old times and history of Age of Empires and everything related? Would you do it if you had a chance?
Of course, me and Chris are not like everyone thinks anyways. We are pretty much friends, just big competition between us. Big rivalry.
Okay, that's totally understandable. No, actually, yeah, I know. It's for me, it's kind of same kind of situation that when I meet Chris first time, for example, in rated games, and he's so tense, man. He's so tense, and for example, if I happen to win him, then he's like, oh, "You're not gonna rematch me anyway." Then I'm like, "Of course I rematch you if you want." Then he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, let's play 10 games, and I'm not gonna go to school today. Let's just play, man." And then we played 10 games, and it was great fun. Okay.
Chris is like me that way. When we lose, we can't stop playing.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Just can't
true.
stop playing when I'm losing.
Yep. Then a question to Doubt. Why did you quit StarCraft 2? And that's actually the same question for Jordan too. That why did you quit StarCraft?
Cub invited me to Tyrant and told me about sponsor everything, so I quit my team in StarCraft and come back to Age of Empires. And I'm glad I did. Really,
Okay.
really happy here.
Okay, good solution.
Yeah, I was playing StarCraft very well. I was doing quite good, I think, and yeah, I had the problem with the university. There was a subject you had to prepare every week and do those exercises, and I really, really struggled with those exercises. So I had to make a decision between the studies and the StarCraft. And yeah, of course, studies are way more important, and that's why I left StarCraft.
Okay. Then there's a question for Doubt. Why do you kill 2 sheeps? Usually, I think he means that when you're in Dark Age, and you usually have 6 villagers in a sheep, and then
Yes.
you move from one sheep to another just when there's like 3 or 4 foods left in the sheep. But the way you do it, you take 3 villagers away from the board, kind of early, and then you put them in the another one. Why is that?
Because when villagers finish boar or sheep, they stand up and walk around and waste working time.
Yeah, that's basically
So
what
it-
I thought too. But the way I think it would be like optimal if you have a like super good control, then you can just click one villager into the other sheep, and when there's like when there's 15 food left, you take one villager away from the sheep and kill the another one. And that's
Yeah.
usually a good timing because the 5 villagers will finish the other sheep, and that one villager has just killed the other sheep, so they can just transfer to it right away. Or is
Yeah,
it,
if you look at your town center all the time, but if you miss it, they will walk around and maybe even kill the wrong sheep.
okay? So you're just doing it like super safe. That
Yeah,
they
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
You won't
Seriously,
lose that much, maybe 10 foot top.
yeah.
seriously, some villagers are so stupid. I don't get it. The sheep is right under the town center, and there is another one like 10 tiles away, and they of course try to kill the one who is 10 tiles away, and I just don't get it. I don't get the logic of those villagers. It's
Okay.
really important to watch this and be careful that they kill the right sheep.
Okay. Then one more question to Jordan, but I think, sorry, I think both guys can answer that. How do you like the current meta game? And do you doubt know what metagame means?
No idea.
Metagame means like some outside factors that you know about some player or his playing style. For example, if you know that he's gonna always rush you, you use that information in the game. But in this question, I think it refers to that how do you like how people play, for example, Hans versus Hans at Arabia at the moment. How do you like the current situation?
Well, let me first answer about the mental game. Best answer is me when I played against Viper on Galdash. It was a Mayan war, and he knew I will go climate archers. So he didn't even wall at all. He knew I won't attack him with archers or ice bow, so he didn't have to waste his economy by walling and went to climate himself, but without walls. So he gained pretty much advantage by knowing what I will do. It's annoying, but it's part of the game.
Okay, okay. How about Jordan?
To the meta game?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really think that much about the player. I just scout the map, I just trust my experience and just play like the feeling says so. And it's really important to scout very well. And yeah, recently I tried a new strategy. I don't like to wall anymore in practice games, and just to be sure that I have to scout everything, and so I don't die to a surprise attack. So this helps me to improve, and yeah, that's the reason why I like to play via feeling, not really straightforward or strategy, and if it doesn't work, oh my god. So I just play like the feeling says so.
Okay. I actually tend to play same way myself, except I use metagame quite a lot, but I use it that way that I have a feeling that what he's doing, but I always scout it to make sure that he's actually doing it. So I use it just to guide my scouting and guide my thoughts that what he's probably gonna do. So that's the way I do it at the moment. Then a quick question, last question, I think, is this that do you guys use build orders or do you play by feeling?
Yeah, I think I just answered it. I pretty much play like the feeling says so, and yeah, method.
Okay. What about Doubt?
Feeling mostly, but on water maps it's just build order.
Yeah, yeah. I actually agree totally with Doubt. I use build orders in water maps and maps like Regicide Fortress, where you have like a controlled environment. There I have pretty accurate build orders there. But I mostly play with a feeling, and that kind of sucks because when you have a long break, you lose that feeling, and then you're kind of lost. So that's the weakness of that style, I think.
Yeah, it's really important to keep yourself unrusty. Well, if you get rusty, you will lose this feeling, and it's really hard to get it back.
Yeah. Next show on State of the Empire will be about Forgotten Empires, which is an expansion made by Sison, one of our great community members. I would like to ask just a few questions about it before we go offline, just because it's the next show, so it's gonna be a great intro to the next show. So, guys, what do you think about Forgotten Empires? Will you guys play it? And do you think that it will actually work and be finished?
Well, I joined the team last, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I hadn't any time to play it yet, but I read through the forums, and what else can I say? I will definitely try it out after I played the matches against Out. At the beginning I wasn't sure if this will work out, but CISO is really doing a great job, and I just try to support him with my knowledge and my experience, and I just try to help as much as I can if I have the spare time.
I don't know much about that new expansion, but I will try it for sure, and if there are new tournaments that will move from Age of Empires, the Conquerors to it, I'm sure all population will follow.
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
I was going to say, I have played it, and it is really good. and it adds a few more things. So it's more of an expansion than a patch. It would work as an expansion. Obviously, there's a lot of people testing it, and it's being balanced every day, and it's being worked on constantly. So it should be a good project once it's released.
Yeah, I actually agree. I'm really positive about the actual game. I think it's gonna be done. I think it's gonna make a great expansion for Age of Empires because actually I can't talk more about it because I might say something that I later regret. So I'm just gonna say that I have a full trust on Saison pulling this one out. He's really gonna do it, and we're gonna have a good expansion which gonna fix all the bugs that we have at the moment in Age of Empires. For example, we don't have a problem with restoring games anymore. The recorded games are gonna work after you restore the game. So can you even imagine? That's just great. We have had 10 years the same problem, but now this one guy just decides that, hey, I'm gonna do a new expansion, what you gonna say about it? And everyone's like, come on, get the fuck out of here. And then he's like, well, I have this demo about the game, and it actually works. And then everyone's like, are you serious, man?
Yeah, definitely. He said it's going to be out this year, and I've got no doubt he'll be able to get it out this year. A lot of the content is already done, and now it's just about balancing.
Okay, so great news for all Age of Empires fans.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually time to wrap up the show, and I would like to thank all our guests. Thank you guys for coming. Doubt, fuck you for coming only 10 minutes before the show starts. I was in tremendous pressure because I was like, okay, the guys are gonna come 1 hour before the show starts. I'm gonna add the cameras and I'm just gonna go through the titles with the guys, and we're gonna be like, close your messenger sounds while we're streaming and everything like that. And then he comes 10 to 8 and his first words are, I'm going to shower. Okay, go to shower. Yes, go to shower. That's okay. It's fine. The broadcast is already on, but just go to shower. It's okay, man. Okay, but seriously, it's great to have you here. You have done a great favor to all of us. Jordan, thank you so much for being here on time and really helping me out with this. You have been a great pleasure in the show. Thank you very much. And Zach, of course. Zach is probably being one of our regulars in the show, and perhaps Jordan, doubt, who knows. But we're gonna have some regulars in the show who are gonna show up in like almost all of the shows. And we're gonna continue next week with Forgotten Empires and Saison.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Definitely exciting stuff. And guys, if you liked what you saw, remember to press the follow button in the upper right corner of the screen, because then you're gonna get a report every time we go online, and I will write a note in the notification if it's gonna be State of the Empire or if it's gonna be me streaming the games. So thank you all for joining us. You have been a great audience, and thanks again. See you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.